Yo, my people, welcome back to the Pitch Perfect podcast. Back from the international break, back with the W. Where do I start? Man, going to the game with the starting 11, I had a few concerns, especially in midfield, because we dropped Casemiro. Look, Casemiro, there was ever right for him to be dropped. Even he himself, he knows that. So I have no complaints about that. But still, the thought of having an Ericsson and Kobe Mainoo pivot was always a worry because you beg to wonder who was going to be the one in the middle, who was going to be the one holding it down, doing all the defensive dirty work. But look, that being said, that was one problem, and then you had the other problem with Marcus Rashford. Why he was still starting, despite throwing in stinker after stinker, game in game out, it's a question we will never know the answer to. I don't think. But anyways, going into the game, first 10, 15 minutes, Southampton were all over us. They looked the better team. They look better on the ball. They look like the ones with the more chance of getting the first goal. You know, Dallo on the left hand side was getting cooked by Dibbling, getting cooked. He was on skates within that first 15, 20 minutes. So and then he goes on to consider penalty. And you're thinking, oh my God, here we go again. We're back to square one. But then penalty goes, Archer, Archer with the shot, and then Onana saves it. And you're thinking, okay, good save by Onana. And then he saves the rebound as well. So you're thinking, okay, we could potentially get something. Still we weren't looking great. Even after that penalty save, you expected at least a bit of a wake up call, but we still look lethargic. We still looked like we were on an international break. But you know what? Before you know it, we had the Xerxes chance. Xerxes misses, and then we had the Rashford chance. Oh, actually, no. Before the Rashford chance, we had the Xerxes chance. He missed, and then you're thinking, okay, if we keep just trying, we could potentially nick something because Southampton we're there for the taking, and then we get the corner, Delict with the header, 1-0, and you're thinking, yeah, okay, we're on to something now. And that was the game. That's all we needed. We needed that first goal. We needed that first goal to get things started. And then before you know it, we get a little break. Rashford gets his shot saved by Ramsdale, and then corner taken, rebounded out. Rashford with the ball outside the box, cuts in, 2-0. Game's done. Game is over. Game's done. And from there, you look on the other side, you think to yourself, how do Southampton get a goal back? How does Southampton potentially do anything to threaten us? So after the second goal, good goal by Rashford, by the way, good goal by him. May make no mistake about that. I know I've been very, very critical of him lately, but it was a good goal. I'm not taking anything away from that. Um, you go into halftime 2-0 up, you're coasting. So that was my worry going to halftime 2-0 up. I was worried that we might come into the second half a bit complacent, a bit, too comfortable for our liking, thinking that the game has been won already. We've seen that a lot last season where we had leads and we lost a lot of leads just because we were too complacent. But then we go into the second half, and I felt we looked better in the second half. We looked a bit more composed. Defensively, I've been very, very, what you call him? I've been in very high praise for the defense this season, even though we've conceded and we've lost games. But defensively, we were solid today. We didn't look like we could have gone another 90 minutes and we probably wouldn't have conceded. So defense, I have to give my props to the defense. Second half, we look better. We look much more sleek on the ball. We look like we had much more control of the game. Southampton, toothless, didn't offer anything. They had one or two breaks here and there, but they didn't offer anything. Toothless. They looked like they could have been there for the whole of the second half for even 20 extra minutes, and they still wouldn't have scored. They looked out of it. They looked out of it, and it's a pity because Russell Martin is a good manager, but it's unfortunate that the quality of players that he's got in front of him just aren't that good to put out his philosophy on the pitch. And I'm glad that we took advantage of that. We made them pay for it. Obviously, if Southampton scored a penalty, it's a different game. They probably go on and sit back and, you know, have a 1-0 shocker. We never know. But enough. We don't do if buts and maybes here. We talk about facts. We talk about what's happened, and we were 2-0 up going into that second half. We were coasting. We were in control. We didn't look, even though we were comfortable. We didn't look too complacent though. And that's the key. That's the key in these kind of games. You cannot be too comfortable. You cannot relax too much, or else before you know it, one goal goes in, two goals goes in, and then you find yourself on the back foot. But yeah, no, we were in cruise control. The substitutions came at the right time. Now, my worry is about Licha and Mazraoui and the league. They all went off. I don't know if it's just a precaution thing or if they had niggles, but it looked to me like um, Mazraoui and Martinez, there was a bit of discomfort, like with the way they were walking. They did. I don't know. I hope it's nothing. I hope the substitutions precautions, but because we cannot afford to lose them. Now wouldn't be the time to lose them. With the run of games that we've got coming up, we cannot. We need to be stealing points. Um, but yeah, substitutions at the right time. Garnacho came on for Rashford. You know, Garnacho, obviously, you know what you're gonna get with Garnacho. A lot of energy, a lot of defensive work, a lot of tracking back, and we got that. Especially having Evans as the left back, you needed that. You needed the Garnacho to be tracking back, to be helping out, because the last thing you want to see is Evans getting isolated against Max Cornet. Like no, but yeah, we were okay defensively. Ahmad had a good performance, didn't get a goal, but his touches on the ball whenever he was in possession, he kept it simple. He was always retaining the ball. He looked very, very good, and he has to start again. Anthony, unfortunately for Anthony, but the way this at this rate, the way this guy is going, it looks like Anthony might have to look at a loan move for January. But yeah, very impressive. Ahmad Xerxes, I know people might go hard on Xerxes on social media, on Twitter and stuff like that, but Xerxes, he had good touches here and there. Yes, it wasn't his greatest game, but he had good touches here and there. I feel like I just want to see a bit more of ruthlessness from him. Like even in the last minute there with the chance, with the pass from, was it Kobe Mainu? You just want him to just lace it and just slap it inside the net. Not try to be too cute about it, not try to be too nice about it. And look, that will come with experience, that will come with age, that will come with games. That ruthlessness and stuff like that. But good performance, good performance from Xerxes. And Rashford, wasn't impressed with his performance, but look, I have no complaints. If you're gonna be getting a goal every second game, with a shit performance, I can take that. I can digest that. But it's when there's no goals, there's no assist, the performance is shit. That's what I have a problem with. So if this is the form that Rashford is gonna keep, where he might not have great performances, but he gets us a goal every 2 or 3 games, I would take that because my expectations for him are down here now. So a goal every 3 games from Rashford, I will take. And yeah, to kill the game, Garnacho to kill the game with the third goal. Lovely bit of play, lovely piece of play. Leading up to that goal. I thought it was offside, but Dallo was just behind the last man. And perfect, perfect, perfect piece of play, perfect goal. The game was already done before then, but that was just, I guess, to just seal it, to just seal it. Also, one notable mention: Manuel Ugarte. I know it's Southampton. I know the game was probably done, but I have to give him his props. Like every piece of play I saw from him, he always looked in control on the ball, off the ball. When he got the ball, he always had his back facing play, but he always looked in control. He never looked out of it. He never looked like he was out of his depth. He always looked smooth. He looked composed. Defensively, he always looked like he was always in control of his man. I think I'd have to check the stats, but I think he won all his interceptions. I think he was always one step ahead of your man. Like he was, no, impressed with him. Definitely, I'd be looking forward to seeing more of him. But like I said, it's only Southampton, so let's not get too gassed. Let's not start, forgetting about what happened all these couple of weeks. But we'll take the win. A win is a win. It's 3 points on the table, so we'll take that. Um, but anyways, other than that, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna go for a full depth analysis on my Trafford talk on Wednesday. So make sure you tune into that. But for today, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys again for all those who will be watching, for all those who will keep supporting the channel on all platforms. Richie should be back here sometime tonight for the Bournemouth Chelsea post match review, and Lawrence should be back tomorrow as well for the Not London Derby review. So thank you again, people. I'll see you again soon. Peace.